Welcome to Hobby Time on the High Seas. My name is Tanel and we are still on board motor vessel Genka. About a week has passed since my last video and some things have happened. On Monday I had a chance to take part of the Adeptus Terra Podcast's monthly hobby hangout. It's a nice 3 to 4 hour chat and hobby time organized by them every month, and the guys are quite funny and they are motivating you to do some hobby and just to chat and have a fun time. I definitely recommend you check it out. Next one will be in December, and I think it will be in 2 or 3 weeks time most probably. Also I have had time to hobby, and so I have painted 2 models, and this is actually the reason for this video. We are going to take a closer look for Captain Artemis and the WatchMaster of Death Watch. So this is the model of WatchMaster of Death Watch. I painted him during the last week, and I have things I like about the model and some things I don't like very much. I like that the model has really a lot of detail, but not too much detail. And every time I paint Deathwatch models, the more models I paint, I feel like that my skill is growing quite fast because of all the small details. This model I painted all separately. It was all pinned separately to cork, and then as the parts of the model were painted, I just built him up and added the pieces together. The thing I don't like about this model is that he looks and feels really static. The Deathwatch range is small, but the rest of the models are in very dynamic poses, running or charging at the enemy, and this WatchMaster is just standing there in the breeze and let's say monitoring how the battle is going, although he is really oriented also for combat. So would have liked a much more dynamic pose for this model. As I said, this model has a lot of details, and I will turn it around a little bit so you can have a look yourself as well. As usual, the chapter WatchMaster also has silver Inquisition shoulder pad, and he has a really nice cape, and with the back of the model I really like that the backpack doesn't have almost any detail on it, so your eyes are pulled onto the cape and the paint job done on it. I haven't painted the chapter icon on the right shoulder pad because I'm not exactly sure what chapter I want my WatchMaster to be from. I was thinking maybe Black Templars or someone from the Imperial Fists, because he looks quite stoic, but because he has a beard, I don't feel that any of Rogal Dorn's successors would wear a beard, because they are from the temperament and look that they have in the backstory of Warhammer. So this is my watch Captain Artemis, and I think you can immediately see the difference in the models. He's charging at the enemy, he's bolter raised and looking like he's going to hit someone really soon. And again, he has a little bit less detail than the WatchMaster, but he still looks really nice. And because I've used two different kinds of watch captains, one on the backfield and another one with a jump back to assist in close combat. Then I did I magnetized Artemis, if I can get this backpack off. I magnetized Artemis, so I could use him also as a jump back captain if I like, because I had a jump back from the Vanguard veteran set left over, and I put some wire drilled and glued into it, and so it looks like his Infernus or combi flamer hose goes into his backpack. I really like his right hand that is mechanical, and this small control unit that he has on his wrist. And I thought that this pose that he has would really fit also with the jump back, because it almost looks like he's leaping to take off, charging to the next enemy. So here are my models for painted from the last week, and these will be leading my Death Watch to the battle in the New Year's. My next work will be, actually I don't know what I'm going to paint. I have an idea for my scouts, but I have to think how I'm going to paint their camo clothes first. So I most probably will start with this terrain piece for like a Promethean Forge, or what it was called, and start working for getting it ready. And there's quite a lot of work to be done with this. And I actually saw from Warhammer TV, they put a really nice video up just I think yesterday about painting dirty white and making it really old looking. So I have to check this out, and maybe I can replicate some of these paint shop here as well, with the paints that I have, because I don't have actually accessibility to GW when I'm sailing. And that's about it. See you next time. I still am Flooney, and this has been Hobby Time on the High Seas. Although we are not on the high seas at the moment, we are transiting the Kiel Canal. Have a good night.